Good morning, Firsties. Happy Monday. It is April 6th, day 10 of remote learning. I hope things are going well. What I've heard from your parents so far is great. So I'm glad that you are working hard for them and doing your best, even though this is a little strange for all of us. All right, you have 6 tasks today, 4 for language arts and 2 for math. So let's get started. Handwriting. You will notice that I've put the words closer together. Okay, we don't have big spaces. We still need to be thoughtful and make sure we're not connecting words or stretching them out too wide. So you need your name at the top, and then you are copying these sentences. This week is Holy Week. Notice that gets capitals. It's a proper noun. It includes, here we go again, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday. Each day is very important in preparing for Easter. So that's what you need to copy today in your neatest handwriting. Slow down, make your letters correctly, and I hope you're listening to what it says. I hope that you and your family are starting to think of things that you can do on those days to make them special, to work on our souls. I know it's a strange year where we don't get to go to Mass, but we can still do things that are good for us and good for the world, okay? So that's job 1, your handwriting. Job 2, you will need a white piece of paper. We're going to fold it into fourths. And then we're going to use the front and back of this page. Now, I will need you to save this page for tomorrow, okay? So, you need to look around your house if you wish, or just use your brain if you'd like, and think of 8 nouns. Now remember, a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. So you need to come up with 8 of those, and I'm not worried about what they are. If you want to think of 8 people, great. If you want to think of 8 saints, great. If you want to look around right now where you are and write down 8 things that you see, great. Remember, if you can pick it up, you might have to work on your muscles. You might have to be strong like Atlas, but if you can pick it up, it's a noun. So I'm just looking what is behind me. Book. I'm going to write the word book. That has O-O making the O sound, and I'm going to draw a book. Now maybe I decorate the cover. Okay, here is a book. Now you write it, you draw it, and then in front of the noun, that's key, in front of the noun, put a rectangle. We will be filling this in with something tomorrow. So 1 noun. Let's think of another noun. Look around, look around, look around. There's a plant in my house. So I'm going to write plant. I'm going to quickly draw that plant. It's one of those cool ones that spills over and has leaves everywhere. Okay, so I'm drawing my plant. Okay. And then I need a rectangle in front of it. So hopefully you guys can see the pattern after this. So I need book, rectangle in front. Plant, rectangle in front. You would need 2 more nouns here. Like I said again, people in your family, saints, something sitting on your table in front of you, something you see out your window, something that's in a drawer, something you just touched. Doesn't matter to me, 8 nouns. Rectangles in front of the words. Do your best to spell those words, and then save this paper for tomorrow. Don't throw it away. You will need it on Tuesday, okay? That is your 2nd job. Your 3rd job is your black book. Okay, and I know we used to do this in the mornings. I'm going to try to bring it back to our mornings, especially this week, because we have some fun things to hear about in history. So if you can remember, our buddy Cyrus the Great was a great king. He did some great things. He was merciful. He let people return to their homes. He let them worship however they chose. He did some great things, but he was still a ruler, and a ruler often wants, do you remember that word? It starts with a P. Power. He wanted power, and in ancient times, power was especially something you got by having more land. So King Cyrus said, I have conquered most of the known world. Well, there's one place I haven't conquered, and I want to go conquer it. And that one place was Greece. So Cyrus sent some messengers to Greece, and they said, look, you need to just surrender. Just surrender to King Cyrus. Let him win. Let him defeat you. Let him have you before you even have to fight. And the Athenians and the Spartans especially were disgusted by this. They said, surrender without a fight? No way. So Athens and Sparta, who often fought each other, decided we should start fighting each other and fight against King Cyrus and the Persians. And so this is about the year 500 BC. Remember, that means 500 years before Christ. So 500 years before Jesus was born, this war with the Persians starts. So the Greeks are fighting the Persians, and it goes on for about 10 years. And there are a lot of cool battles. We're going to focus on one today. Okay, so what happened was a ship comes into port in the city of Marathon. And if we look at our map here, okay, here's Marathon, here's Athens. Doesn't look too far on here, but it is a little ways. And here is Sparta. And so the ship comes into Marathon and they say the Persians are coming to attack. And the Athenians think, oh no, what are we gonna do? They're coming to attack us. They send word to Sparta and they say, we need your help. The Persians are coming. And the Spartans say, oh, well, we can't come right now. We're in the middle of a festival, so we can come when it's over. And the Athenians think to themselves, well, that's not much help, because by that time we could be defeated. So they just decide they're going to give it their best shot and fight the Persians by themselves. So the Persians land, a large battle ensues at the city of Marathon, and the Athenians stand strong and defeat the Persians. Now, they are so excited about this that they know they need to send word back to Athens. So they're up here in Marathon, and they need to get word back to the Athenians to say we've won. So they pick this guy named Phidippides, and they say, run and go tell Athens that we've won. So Phidippides starts running. And this, what looks very small on this little picture, is actually 26.4 miles, okay? And he's running. It takes a while. He gets there, he yells out, Athens has won, they've defeated Persia. And then legend has it, he just dies of exhaustion, okay? Now the Greeks, remember, they want to honor people, especially people who do virtuous, courageous things. So there's a race named after Phidippides called a marathon, because that's where he started. And the race is 26.4 miles. And that's how far it was from Marathon to Athens. So we still run this race today in the Olympics and at other times where people can run as far as Phidippides did to declare that Athens had won. Okay, so that is our story for today that we will put in our black book. So you will need to get out your black book. You need to draw a line across it. Okay, and then here is your sentence, and it's a little bit longer. And it is Phidippides, which is such a fun name to say. Phidippides. Phidippides. Look at how you spell that. PH is saying F, and then EI says I. Phidippides ran 26.4 miles. Okay, there's the first part. Phidippides ran 26.4 miles to declare that Athens had won. And that, I think, deserves an exclamation point because it's an exciting thing. So there's your entire sentence. Phidippides ran 26.4 miles to declare that Athens had won. And then for our picture, I'm just going to draw my two cities. So I'm going to have Marathon here. Okay, and then I'm going to have a trail for my buddy Phidippides to run to Athens. I'm going to label them. So here's Marathon. That's a pie. Okay, pie on the left. And then here's Athens. And then I'm going to draw a teeny tiny little guy, just tiny. This is Phidippides, his little legs pumping. He's running in his Greek clothes. He's so out of breath, you can barely see. His arms are pumping. Okay, tiniest little guy running from Marathon to Athens. Now, if you wish, you can draw some of the soldiers still at Marathon. Okay, the battle's just wrapped up. If you want, you can draw people at Athens waiting to hear because they don't know what's happening. But the important things are that you have Marathon, Athens, and a teeny tiny Phidippides running the 26.4 miles to break the news. Okay, so that is your black book for today. That is your third job. Your fourth job is reading. Okay, and parents, if you haven't looked into it yet, remember there is that online resource that has books at your children's levels. Okay, so that is your fourth job. And then we have two math jobs. One is we are going to start double-digit subtraction. Don't be scared of it. It's going to be easier than you think. And then the other is we're going to make a money game that you will need to save and play on Wednesday. So here we go. Here is double-digit subtraction. Now, you've been working on addition. You know it's really important that we stack things up. So I've done that for you today. I would like you to also color so you know what you're paying attention to. So I'm going to color my ones blue. Here's my blue ones. And my tens orange today. Okay, so here are my tens. Now, unlike addition, where I'm adding, the only difference here is I'm subtracting. So I must start at the top. I have 8 ones, and I'm going to take away 6 of them. If you want to draw that, you can. So you will only draw the top number. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, I have 9 tens and 8 ones. Only draw your top number. And then this just tells me how many to cross out. So I need to cross out 6 of my ones. Or if you know already that 8 minus 6 is 2, you can write a 2 in the ones house. And then this says 9 tens, and I need to cross out 5 of them. So I'm going to cross out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of doing a squiggle cross out, and that means I have 4 left. If you already knew that 9 minus 5 was 4, you could just write the 4, and my answer is 42. So 98 minus 56 equals 42. Let's go down here. We'll do this one. And then you can do the other 6 on your own. So you only have 8 problems today. 2 I'm doing with you, and then you practice 6 on your own. We're going to work on this for the rest of the week, okay? So I'm going to color my ones blue, color my tens orange, and I'm going to draw my numbers. Now, if you can do it in your head, and you can just look at this and say 6, take away 4, and you don't have to draw, that's great. Okay, if today, because it's new, you need to draw to kind of wrap your head around it, totally fine. So I have 6 ones and 5 tens. I'm going to take away 4 of each because it says minus 44. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I look, I have 2 ones left and 1 10 left. If I write those in their correct spots, 2 ones, 1 10, my answer is 12. Okay, so you can do these 6 by yourself, color if you want, draw if you need to, and that is our new concept for this week. So double-digit subtraction. Okay, now your last job is building a money game. And like I said, you will need this game for Wednesday, so you're going to make it today, and then we will play it on Wednesday. Okay, so you will notice you've got these pages. They have kind of like a cross shape in the middle, and then 4 pieces. Here's what you are going to do. You're going to pick 4 numbers, so you should have 4 puzzles printed that are above 50 but below 100. So basically between 50 and 99, okay? So my first one I might pick is 56. So I need to make 56 cents. My next one might be 63 cents. My next one will be 77 cents. Okay? And my last one, let's do 94 cents because I know some of you are itching for bigger numbers. Now, here's how you make this game. So, if my number in the middle is 56 cents, I have to show 4 ways to make 56 cents on the outside. So I could do the easy peasy one first, which would be 5 dimes and 6 pennies, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's count that and make sure. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. I'm only using a Sharpie so you guys can see it. Do it in pencil so that if mom and dad check you and you're wrong, you can correct it. Okay, so that's one way to make 56 cents. Another way would be those of you who are ready for quarters. If you remember the quarter count, it's 25.50, 75 a dollar. So 25.50 would get me to 50 cents. And then I can make 6 cents with a nickel and a penny. Okay? And then another way to make 56 cents could be dime, 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 nickel, nickel. Let's check where we're at. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55 with another nickel and a penny, 56. Okay, so there's 3 ways. And then it would be, let's do all nickels just because we can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56. Okay? 10, 20, 30, 40. So there's 56. So I just showed 56 4 different ways, and then I could go on to my next puzzle. So I would need to find 4 ways to make 94. So pick numbers that are doable for you. Try using quarters if you're ready for that, and make sure that you are doing it in pencil so that it can be corrected. So all you're doing today is filling out the puzzles. We will cut them apart, mix them up, and play them as a game on Wednesday. But today, you're just showing 4 ways to make 4 different money amounts. I hope that makes sense. All right, quick recap. Your jobs today: handwriting, okay? 8 nouns with a rectangle in front of each. Your black book about Pheidippides. Reading, double-digit subtraction, just 6 problems by yourself, and then building your 4 money puzzles for a game later this week. There you have it. Have a lovely Monday. I love you. God bless you. Goodbye.